to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Svetlana and today we're gonna make Lahmajoun. This is Armenian pizza or Turkish pizza. A lot of different countries make this recipe and call it Lahmajoun. It's absolutely delicious and let's make it together. For this recipe, we're gonna need to make dough first and then we're gonna need to make the filling. So for our topic, we're gonna need 300 grams of grounded beef. We will need around 1.5 of pepper. I use a whole red one and pepper green, 1 tomato, 1 onion. For the spices, I'm using sweet paprika, I'm using mint, chili pepper, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and I'm using tomato sauce and olive oil. I'm gonna count the ingredients, and under this video, a little arrow, you're gonna click on that, you're gonna see exactly how much I'm using because I don't know 100%. I'm gonna see how it's gonna go. And for the dough, we're gonna make it together right now. We're gonna need flour, yeast, little pinch of sugar, salt, and water. So let's begin. We need a mixing bowl. I put it on my scale, press the 0, and we're gonna need 250 grams of flour. Oh, I forgot to make the mixture. I have 150 milliliters of warm water. To that, I'm adding half a teaspoon of yeast. And I'm adding a pinch of sugar because yeast loves sugar. And I mix everything. I'm using the active yeast. So you need to dissolve in water. If you have instant yeast, you just put it in the flour. It's the same thing, it's just different method of using. So just mix it, leave it for a few seconds. To my flour, I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of salt. Mix it up. And to that, I'm gonna add my water yeast mixture. Mix everything. I'm also gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Just everything together. And what I'm gonna do now, I have an electric mixer and I'm gonna put it under my electric mixer. Otherwise, if you don't have it, you could roll your dough on the table. You have to knead it for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you the consistency, how it's supposed to become. I'm not gonna do it with my hands because I have a mixer. Let it mix on the low for about 5 minutes. Okay guys, my dough will be mixing for about 5 minutes and now it's very soft. Now we make it, tie it in a ball like this, just like that, and put it in a container covered with the plastic wrap, and we'll let it rest in the warm place for about 2 hours. What I do, I preheat my oven to 170, I turn it off and I put it inside the oven. The dough loves warm temperature and it doesn't like wind. So in the warm temperature, it rises much faster. So in an hour, it's gonna double, triple in size and it's gonna be ready for our Lahmajoun. So now we put it in a warm place and I have my other dough ready that I made it before so I don't have to lose time. So what we do then when our dough is ready, we preheat our oven to 475. And what we need to do, we need to take our baking sheet. I have a pizza stone, but if you don't have it, you need to take a baking sheet, put it inside the oven and preheat it together because our baking sheet needs to be very hot to make this thin crust Armenian pizza. Okay, now we're ready with the dough. We'll put it on the side. We'll let it rise, and an hour, then you take it out from whatever it is and you preheat your oven with the tray inside, and we're prepping our toppings. For that, we need our beef. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna need to chop up our vegetables. So now we're gonna chop up our onion. Oops, of course I'm making a mess, like always. because we want to chop our onion a little bit more than the rest of the vegetables. And I got also 2 cloves of garlic. that I'm gonna use, and we put it on the chop. Just let it go, just like that. Now I'm gonna add my peppers and also chop them up. They don't fit, so I have to do it little by little because I have too much. But peppers I don't want to chop as small as my onions. So I got my chopped vegetables that I'm gonna add them to my meat. I also gonna add chopped tomato. Have 1 large tomato. I also gonna get 50 milliliters of olive oil and about half a cup of tomato sauce. And now I'm gonna add, I think, let's start with a tablespoon of salt, 1/4 of red pepper flakes. I mean, it's to your tasting. Maybe 1/8 because it may be too hot. 1/4 of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of sweet paprika, and half a teaspoon of mint. And we're gonna mix everything very well with our ground meat. So now we have our dough that rised. It took about 2 hours in the warm place. I transfer it to a surface and we're gonna start working with it. Let's start shaping our lahmajoun. Maybe we're gonna need a little bit more flour. Dough is a little bit sticky, but that's good. We want it like that. And I think I'm gonna make 6 of them. I'm gonna make small ones. So we separate our dough to 6 the same balls. Just like that, or use knife. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna shape it. We're gonna tie them like in a little ball, just like that. And put them on the side so they're not in the way, because we need our service to shape our lahmajouns. Can't wait to try them. They are so good. Now we're making our lahmajoun. We take a piece of dough and we roll them in a circle. Just like that. Oops. Okay. The ends. Okay. We put it on a parchment paper, like that. Let's stretch a little bit more. You could even use your rolling pin if you like to make it like prettier. But again, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for deliciousness. And now we're putting our topping with our hands. We just gently place it on top, all the way to the ends. And just like that. And I'm gonna make another one because my tray gonna hold probably 2. I take out my tray. It's very hot. We need it hot. So I put one. And I put the other one right next to it. Oopsie. We could fix that. Oops. And that's it. In the oven for about 5-10 minutes. My lahmajoun now is ready. And Samuel already ate one because I was making 2 at the time. It took me 10 minutes to make. I mean, everybody's oven is different. So it took me 10 minutes to make 2. I was doing 2 at the time at 475 Fahrenheit. So I have 5 left, the same later. How we eat it? We eat it like that. You put any salad on top of it. I mean, you could eat it with anything you want. How I like it with fresh arugula is my favorite. You put a little bit of arugula on top and you add a lemon juice. Always have this lemon juice, I always have this lemon juice just in case things like that happen. So I put a few drops of lemon juice on top. You could add onion, you could add purple onion. You could add purple onion, you could add sumac, you could add any spices. I love plain arugula and lemon juice are my favorite. And guys, I'm the best. My family are lucky. No, because it's so delicious. Guys, this is really delicious. You should try this recipe definitely. You should leave me some comments down below. I love to hear from you, how you love it, how it came out, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any more of my video. And of course say hi to my friend Kobe because he's begging for Lahmajoun because Lahmajoun is the best. Okay, Kobe, I'm gonna give you a little piece. There's a little piece. Kobe likes it. See you next time. Bye-bye.